Good morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the beautiful sunshine. So today we're going to do some balancing. So you might just try and see how you get on without anything, or if your mat is close to a wall, something that you can lean on, or if you don't have a wall, use a chair, but be careful of, not falling over with the chair falling on top of you, that kind of stuff. For now, we're just going to warm up with some sun salutations. So I'm going to do a couple with you, and if you remember the sequence, then see if you can do them as much as you can without watching. So I'm going to keep them the same this time, and you can take whichever option you need. So skip the downward dog, keeping the knees on the floor, skipping the plank, just taking a breath, trying to keep with the rhythm of the breath, but keep the movement flowing so that it becomes a moving meditation. So we're going to start standing with our feet together at the front of the mat, and bringing awareness to our breath. Setting an intention for the practice. Finding strength and flexibility in your body and in your mind. So be flexible with how much strength you want to use. If it becomes too much, then use a little less. Let's take a deep inhale together and exhale. As we inhale, let's open the chest, look up. Exhale, close your hands together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, circle the arms around and reach all the way down. Bringing the right leg back. Inhaling, looking forward for a deep lunge. Exhaling, stepping back into a plank, dropping the knees and lowering down to the floor. Inhaling, coming into little cobra, lifting the chest, lengthening the legs. Exhaling into a downward dog. One deep breath in downward dog. Exhaling, pushing yourself away from your hands, hips all the way back. Inhale, reaching the right leg all the way back. Exhale, bringing the knee to the chest and the foot all the way forward. Inhale, look up into the lunge. Exhale into the forward bend. Inhale, reaching all the way forward and up. Exhale, slide your hands down the center line. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, close your hands, look down. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, reach forward and all the way down. Left leg comes back. Inhale, look up into the lunge. Right leg comes back. Exhale, lowering down. Elbows in, chest coming down. Inhale, lengthen into cobra. Exhale, press back into downward dog. Deep breath in downward dog, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, drawing the navel in. Inhaling the left leg all the way back. Exhaling, bringing the knee to the chest, foot forward. Inhale into the lunge. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, close the hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Right leg back. Inhale into the lunge. Left leg back. Exhale, coming down. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Right leg back as we inhale. Exhale the foot forward. Inhale into the lunge. Exhale left foot forward. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, close. Inhale up. Exhale, forward. Left leg back. Inhale, lunge. Right leg back. Exhale, coming down. Inhale into cobra. Exhale into downward dog. Deep inhale, pushing the hips back. Exhaling, drawing the navel in. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to chest and foot forward. Inhale, look up. Right foot forward, exhale, forward bend. Inhale and look up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, close your hands. Inhale up. Exhale, forward. Right leg back. Inhale, lunge. Left leg back. Exhale, knees, chest and nose to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Deep inhale, strong straight back. Exhale, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale the foot forward. Inhale into the lunge. Left foot forward, exhale, forward bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward. Left leg back. Inhale, look up. Right leg back. Exhale, in towards the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale the leg forward. Inhale into the lunge. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti. Catch your breath. Remain still in that mountain position. Notice what you feel in your body. Slow down your breath. Inhale, be tall and strong. Exhale, be soft and relaxed. See if you can do both without moving. You can be tall and soft, strong and relaxed. Let's inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, let's come up to a straight back. So straight arms, straight legs, straight back. Walk your hands forward if you need, or walk your hands up onto your shins. See if you can bring your body, your back to be really nice and long. As you exhale, keep drawing the navel in. Keep your legs straight, so you might come further up, but without pushing the knee back. So you're not pushing the knees this way, you're pushing from your hips down into your feet, into the ground. So feel the line from the heels to the knees to the hips. And then feel a line from the hips to the center of the ribcage, so lower ribs are aligned, and to the center of your head, chin comes in. See if we can bring our hands to the center of the body. So like when you're standing upright, maybe palms facing ever so slightly forward, arms drawing down your back. Take another breath here. As you exhale, let yourself come down with your hands towards the ground. Maybe placing the back of the hands down. Or if you can't reach, just anywhere on your legs. And keep that idea of strong legs. So feet into the ground, lengthening the back of the leg, the back of the body, without scrunching the front of the body. So feel that you can inhale the sternum away from the pubic bone. On an exhale, soften your knees and place your hands on the floor. Move your right leg back. Coming into a deep lunge, keeping the back knee up and the back foot on the toes. If it's too much, you can come up onto the left knee. Let's focus on bringing your hips down. So let your body be aligned with the back leg. We're not trying to reach the chest up for now. We're either supporting ourselves on the floor or on the front thigh. As we're breathing, we're reaching the back heel back and the front knee forward. So notice what you feel in your hips. As you exhale, drop your back knee down as far back as it goes. Turn your foot over so you're resting on the back of your foot, and transfer the weight onto the back of the foot rather than the knee. And then inhale, come up onto the front leg and bring one hand to the front of your hips and one hand to the back. And see if you can hold your hip bones so that the tailbone comes a little down and you're lifting. So drawing the pelvis back to neutral as opposed to leaning forward, using the whole strength and length of your upper body to zip yourself back as you're really stretching the front of the right thigh. Maybe we keep the arms down to the sides, like when we're in the standing pose. You're rooting down through your tailbone, through your arms, lifting up through your spine, to the crown of your head. Look down to the front of your body. See if you can draw your ribs in, your chest in, so that you can see towards the front of your hips. And exhale, let's bring the hands back down onto the floor and step onto a plank. So we're staying to this plank. Looking down the front of your body, really engaging the navel towards the spine, towards the ceiling, as the table moves towards the hills. Breathe here. Still breathing. Notice where you feel it. See if you can relax. On the next exhale, drop your knees, poke your hips up, and draw your chest down between your hands. Slowly lengthening your body all the way. Before we move into Cobra, let's bring your big toes together. Make sure your knees are facing down towards the floor and not outside, so the heels are facing right up. And we're going to reach the back of the hands towards the hips. I'm going to breathe here and really lengthen the head, just hovering off the floor. And if it feels good, I'm going to reach up with the legs. Without letting the head tilt forward. So keep drawing your legs together. And on the next inhale, let's slide the hands down towards the thighs, but lift the chest up. If it's too much, maybe do only one at a time, or come up with an in breath, come down with the out breath. Think about lengthening. On an exhale, bring your hands back by your chest. Tuck your toes under and push your hips all the way back into downward dog. Now breathing deeply into downward dog. Again, try and find that neutral spine, the neutral pelvis, neutral ribs, and neutral head. I'm going to exhale, drop the knees, come to hands and knees. If you've got wrist problems, you can always do this on your forearms. Actually, we might all do this in our forearms because for balance, it might actually make it a little easier for now. So let's drop down into your forearms. Try and keep your elbows underneath your shoulders and lengthen your spine. Exhale, draw your navel in. Inhale, reach your right leg back. So breathing here, keeping the leg reaching back. Trying to maybe look down and not, sorry, the sofa in front of me or behind me. So trying to not reach the leg higher than the hip, and not reach the hip. And breathe here. As you're still lengthening all of your spine. Then on an exhale, we're going to pivot the left arm and bring it across. And push up onto that arm as we come into the hands of the right arm. And we're going to lift the hip up. So try and stack the hips on top of each other. This is where my balance is really not so good, but it's an interesting move. So pressing the whole left hand into the ground. If you're ready, reach your right hand all the way up. So you're reaching up with the right hand, up with the right hip, back with the right foot. You're trying not to sink into the left forearm. And I mean, when we do this standing, it's called half moon pose. I still don't have it standing. It's one of those balance things I find really hard. Breathe in deeply, exhale, come back down. And let's move into a child pose just for a few breaths. Notice what you feel in your body. Letting the breath ease it. Inhale, come back to hands and knees or to elbows. And so finding your distance, really lengthen your spine here, because when we're moving the hips, you don't want it to change. And look down so that you can exhale, draw your navel in, inhale, stretch your leg back without lifting it higher than your body. And it's really hard to do. And then keep your legs really steady and just look somewhere at the space between your hands. Breathe here. Extend, but keeping everything parallel to the floor. So your left hip is levitating just next to the right hip. Breathe deeply. Keep your spine nice and long, your core engaged. Notice how much you can transfer the weight into the right leg as opposed to the hands and the elbows. And then let's exhale, turn the right hand towards the left elbow, coming up into the left hand, taking a deep breath, lifting the right hip over the left hip, and finding length, so lengthening the spine here. And in your own time, when you've got your balance, extend the left hand up. Maybe looking all the way to the left hand. So notice what you've got to do with the bottom leg, with the bottom hand, opening your chest out to the side, trying to face everything to the side. Two more breaths. One more breath. Exhale. Come back down. Take a child pose. Really relaxing. Sending oxygen, sending energy to the muscles that you can feel in your body. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come to a child pose or to a downward dog pose. Breathing into a deep downward dog. Reaching your heels down if you can, reaching your legs straight if you can, but first keeping your upper body really nice and long, from the wrist to the shoulders, to the ribs, to the hips. Let's transfer the weight onto your left foot. Inhale, stretch your right leg up. Exhale, bring it all the way forward. And like we did on the left leg, let's keep the back knee up, the back heel up. And coming to a deep lunge where you're going to really focus on keeping everything parallel to the floor and lengthening, straightening the back leg. So if the floor is too far, come up onto your thigh, trying to bring that thigh to parallel. So if by doing so your knee moves towards your toes, then open your leg or increase the distance between the feet. Even if your fingers are on the floor, don't put a lot of weight in them. Maybe use them to reach your heart more forward. Keep reaching. Nice move, Kenshi. Keep reaching the back leg, the back heel back. If your hands are on the floor, maybe you get a little gentle pressure between the outside of the right leg and the front and the inside of your right arm. Now exhale, let's drop your back knee down, turn your back foot back, and slowly come up. So trying to really get your hips to face upright. So no longer facing forward, facing, do you know what I mean? So rather than tilting the pelvis this way, we're trying to keep it so that the spine comes straight up. So tailbone comes down, zipping the front of the body, using your hands maybe to push back against that front leg, or keeping your arms out to your side like when we're standing. Breathe. And then on an exhale, drop your hands back down and move your right leg back. Drop your knees. Come down to lying for just a minute. And we're going to experiment with the standing pose lying. Keshu, pardon. Move the pads away from your legs. So lie down on your back. And keep your feet flexed, pushing through the heels. Keep your arms to the side of the body and feel that mountain pose. So when you're, noticing when you're standing, the alignment you're looking for. Keeping the tailbone moving towards the heels. Lengthening the space between the hips and the ribs at the back and at the front of the body. Spreading the shoulder blades onto the floor. Letting the shoulders, the top of the arms, move away from the ears and the back of the neck long. Now bring your hands onto your hips. Exhale, push the left heel away from you and bring the right knee to your chest. So holding onto that right knee, keep pushing the left leg like you're standing. And if you like, close your eyes and picture yourself standing. And notice where you are. What's happening in the body as you draw the right knee towards the chest. You're not moving your upper body because your upper body is supported by the ground. So you're not rounding. And the left heel is still pressing away like if you're standing on that left leg. Now notice where your legs are. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, try and keep your legs very steady as you bring your hands onto your hips. And then inhale, stretch the right leg away from you. So as straight and up as it goes, and notice how far the right leg is from your body. And keep pressing to the heel of the left leg. So you're still standing. We're going to do this standing in a minute. So this is your chance of like telling your body this is where you want it to be. Gravity doesn't matter. And take a deep inhale. On an exhale, turn your head to the left. Open your right leg to the right. As far as it goes. And then bend the knee. And bring the heel into the thigh or the lower leg, wherever it goes. Turn your head back to center. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Keep pressing through the left heel. Breathe deeply. Lengthen your spine. So notice what happens in your lower back, in your shoulders. See if you can let the right thigh rest onto the ground. So your foot could be all the way by your ankle. You know, it doesn't have to be all that high. And then take a deep exhale, pushing the left heel away. Inhale, stretch your hands all the way up. And breathe deeply into this deep stretch. So fingertips moving in one direction, heel of the left foot moving in the other direction. The right heel could be moving towards the left leg bones. And the right thigh is moving towards the floor as the spine stays nice and long. Deep inhale and exhale, open your arms out to the side, slide your right leg back down and just take Shavasana. So let your feet come apart. Keep your arms apart for a minute. Notice muscles that work in your body, any sensations, any feelings. If you can relax the shoulders, relax the hips. Breathing in, filling your whole body with breath, and as you're feeling the breath moving to the whole body, from the nose to the upper body to the limbs, let the breath show you the tensions, so that on the exhale, you can try and wash them away. And then bring your feet together again, flexing the toes towards the skin, heels away, hands by your side or on your hips. Let's press the right heel further away, like you're standing on your right leg, shifting your weight into your right leg. Exhale, bring your left knee to your chest. Take your hands and let the weight of the hands squeeze the left knee towards the chest as you're lengthening all the way from the right heel to the crown of the head. Trying to keep all of your body nice and even and symmetrical, except for that left leg. Breathing deeply. Maybe with every out breath, letting the left knee closer to the chest, With the in-breath, still pressing the right heel away, standing on that right leg, while imagining you're standing on the right leg. Letting the shoulders draw back towards the floor, letting the back of the neck be long. Noticing the alignment of the back of the body. And exhale, relax your hands, bring them by your hips. And inhale, stretch the right leg straight up. So right leg moves away from the hips and left leg keeps standing nice and tall. You can hold your hips or you can notice your tummy. Try and not lift your lower back too far off the floor. Try and keep your hips even. Try and not lift the back of your neck off the floor either, or your shoulders. And keep your face relaxed and your shoulders relaxed. Then on an exhale, turn your head out to the right, open your leg out to the left. Give you good space. As far as it goes, and then bending the left leg and bringing the foot inside your right thigh. Maybe bringing the hands in prayer in front of your chest. Feel that tree pose. Letting the left thigh way down into the ground. Press to both heels, press to the crown of the head. See if you can even out both sides of your abdomen, both sides of your rib cage. On an inhale, I'm going to stretch the arms over the head, stretch the right heel away, and breathe here. Keeping the back of your body neutral, so there's still a little curve in your lower back, in your neck, but it's a little natural curve. It's not a big arch. As we inhale, let the arms open out to the side and relax the left leg and let it rest in Shavasana. Letting the breath loosen your body. On an exhale, bring both knees to your chest. Hold underneath the knees. Tuck the chin to your chest. And we're going to roll back and forth a few times, trying to make your spine so you can just roll and roll. And take a little more momentum. Towards the end of the roll, start looking forward, maybe reaching the hands up, maybe crossing the feet, and coming all the way up to standing. Sorry, didn't quite give you a lot of notice for this one, so just make your way to standing whenever you're ready, and take that standing pose. Notice where it is compared to what you just did lying down. And transfer the weight onto the left foot and bring the right knee to your chest. So this is where, like, if you've got the wall or a chair, you can have something and try and just lean the pulp of a finger against your support. So, or if you don't use anything, then try and keep your balance. So keeping the push through the left foot, not just the heel this time, but all of the foot. And keeping the upper body balanced. So if you were still against the floor, would all of your body be relaxed onto the floor? Now let's bring your hands onto your hips and extend the leg up. Now is the difference. Where is it now compared to where it was when you were on the floor? Is the back of your body still nice and long? Use your hands sometimes to know what's happening, if it helps. And then let's open the leg all the way out to the side, bend the knee and bring it inside the thigh or inside the lower legs or inside the ankle, whichever works for you. Look, find your balance, fix your gaze onto a steady point, something that's not moving. Bring your hands together. And again, feel the lean of the back of the body against the imaginary floor. I wouldn't close my eyes. It's much harder to keep your balance with your eyes closed, but let your gaze really be unfocused into that spot you're looking at, and try and remember those feelings. And then inhaling, stretching all the way up. Don't look at me because I'm really wobbly. And again, trying to reach back with all of the back of the body as you're pushing the heel away one direction, the fingertips away the other direction, and lengthening everything in between. Nice. Exhale, relax. Oh, it's harder on the legs, huh? So coming back, maybe taking an upright Shavasana. So legs open, arms open, knees a little soft. Catch your breath. Notice the effort in your body. Exhale, come back, 2 feet together. Stand nice and tall, transfer the weight onto the right foot. Exhale, the left knee to your chest. So again, trying to not lean back or forward. Just moving straight up from the sole of the right foot, the right heel, all the way through the right leg, into the whole body. Maybe drawing the left knee closer to your chest. Just noticing how far is it from your chest now compared to when you were on the floor. And does it feel any different in your back, in your neck, in your shoulders? Obviously, it's going to feel different on the standing leg. If you've got the standing leg really straight, again, be careful to not push the knee back. So, very little engagement on the back of the leg to keep the knee from overextending. And take a deep breath out and inhale, stretch the right leg forward. Stand taller, don't lean your upper body back. Feel the wall or the floor behind you. Keep the hips aligned. Extend through both legs. And open the leg out to the side as you look to the other side. And then bend the leg and bring the heel in. Coming into our tree pose. Spreading the back of the body, including the outer left thigh. Wondering how long you could stay in that pose. Maybe when we're back together, we could see. And an inhale, reach the right hand or the hands up and really stretch. So like when we're doing the sun salutation, you're really reaching up. You're keeping your head right between your arms. The space lengthening between the ribs with every in-breath. Exhale, notice the back of your body. And exhale. Bring it down, well done. Your legs a shake. And come down onto your mats. So let's bring our knees to our chest. Take a little roll. And then open the arms wide. Really let the weight of the arms sink into the ground. As we exhale, let's turn. Let the hips move and the legs move onto the right hand side. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, turn your head back to center. Find a place for both arms to rest. The more you're going to let the left hand come up towards your head with a straight arm, the more you're going to feel the stretch on the shoulder as well. So this is the end of the practice. I'm just taking a twist before moving into Shavasana. So you can relax everything. You will no longer have to hold your balance, your body. With every out breath, really soften the midsection of your body. Let that feeling melt and move, flows down into the left hip, the left shoulder. Letting the left side of your face be heavy and move closer to the ground as your neck is completely relaxed. The breath filling your left lung into your left collarbones and all the way down your belly into the left side of your pelvis and the left side of your lower back. Notice the feelings down from the left hip to the outer leg, lower leg and foot. And take a deeper breath where you are. Exhale, roll back towards your legs. Come on all the way onto your right hand side. Bring your left knee, your top knee to your chest. And using your left arm, you're going to draw the knee open to the chest, soften the whole body and let it follow until you roll back onto your back. So adjusting if you need, opening the arms wide again, and exhaling, letting the legs come out onto the left-hand side. So take a few breaths here on that left side. Adjusting the legs if you need. Breathing out deeper. And then turning the head towards the ceiling or all the way towards the right. And letting the twists undo any tension on the right side of your body. Softening the abdomen. Notice where you feel the breath in the middle of your body. Whether it's more in your ribs or your belly. And soften around it so that it can move and loosen the right hip, right side of your pelvic floor and lower back. Right leg, knee, lower leg and feet, or right foot even. And upwards into your right ribs, right upper back, right collarbone and right shoulder. All the way down your right arms to your right fingertips. And onto the right side of your face. And take a deep inhale where you are. Exhale, turn back towards your knees, towards the left. Bring the top knee up. Use your right arm to bring it towards the ceiling with the rest of your body soft and following. Let your legs slide down. Your arms fall open. Notice how full your breath is. How it flows deeper into the upper body, both sides of the body. Let that feeling move down your legs, into your feet, down your arms, into your hands. Up into your head, swirling around. Let yourself be completely relaxed. Slowly bring awareness back into your body. Bring some movements into your fingers and your toes. Turn your head from side to side. Maybe take a deep inhale and stretch. Rolling to one side or bringing your knees to your chest, whichever feels best. In your own time, coming back to sitting. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart. Let's rub them together. Gather all that energy that you created during your practice. Bring it to your face, your shoulders, your beautiful hearts, hips, knees, and feet. Back to your heart. Namaste. Thank you for your time this morning. So now, let's see if we can meet up on Zoom, and if it works, I might try and take the next classes on Zoom. Now, if anybody is watching on YouTube that I don't know of and would miss the classes if they moved out of YouTube, do let me know, and I can include you into the Zoom meetings if it works, or I can try and also record the classes. I'm not sure how that would work because my internet isn't all that fast. I might actually even try and start Zoom now and see if I can keep YouTube going as I'm opening the Zoom meeting. So just gonna keep this going. I don't know, will I have enough internet for everything? Well, it's still on YouTube, but that's okay. So I am now on the Zoom meeting. So you should just go into that link I sent yesterday. I can resend it. Oh, I see someone. I see Sharon. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to turn with YouTube off so I can see you on Zoom. Hold on, Sharon. I'm here. And stream.
I can't see you. I can see a very small me, and I can see you out on the outside.
I know. Now I can hear you because I've got to finish and YouTube.